Okay, that will be all for this problem, and we'll see you inshallah on the next video.
We will discuss extra questions regarding chapter 1 and 2, and we will have this problem. I would like from you now to read this problem and try to solve it, and send me your solution here on the chat box, or you can use the mic. Let me read it for you, and let's start, give you the time to solve it. A company budget or budgeted, that's mean give a budget for amount per year to pay for disposable material over a 5-year period. If the company spent amount in year 1, what uniform annual amount should the company expect to spend in each of the next 4 years to spend the entire budget? So to finish the entire budget that was from the beginning. Use interest rate IR per year. The directions to solve this problem: use the last 4 digits of your student ID as the company budget amount, which is from the beginning. So for example, if your student ID is 398, let me type here 398 So you will take, in this case, 8225 as the amount budget, and the first 3 digits, which is 394, will be the company that they will spend on year 1. And the interest rate, if your student ID end with 5, then it is odd number. Then at this case, you will use a 20%. If your student ID end with even number or 0, then you will use 10%. Now I give you the time to think about it and tell me what is the information given, what is the given information. This is the first step. What is the requirement? This is the second step. And then we proceed with the solution and we try to solve it together. So let's start. Okay, Abdullah, who would like to participate? Other from the students? Is that a quiz? You can consider it a quiz if you want. Anyone would like to take the mic, would like to participate in answering this question, we can discuss it here. You want to solve it yourself, it is fine, but let's discuss it to find out how you would read type of questions, how you would extract the information. This is not graded, so Dalila, if you are meaning this is graded, this is not graded. You want to solve it as a quiz, you can go and solve it. Present Y future single pay When it says a company budgeted amount per year, what is the word per year here tells you? The word per year. أحسنت يا عبد الله. Yes, right. Right, you can use the mic if you want. I can't hear you, Raid, if you are talking. Can anyone hear Raid, or is anyone using the mic? Okay, it is annual. Okay, good. Now we are starting. Here we are. Yes. So let's continue. So the four X's represent annual. Okay. What about the other information we have? N equal 5. Excellent, ya Abdullah. Why? Because it says over a 5-year period. And in the coming information, the question, nothing exceed that number of years. Okay, good. What about the Y? أحسنت يا عبد الله. ما شاء الله عليك. Excellent يا عبد الله. The Y is present. Why? Because if the company spent in year 1, yes, what is the amount? So what is the requirement? Is the amount requirement in which type of format? Okay, the requirement it's in the future. Okay. P given A given P. Okay, I would like to hear from all of you. Okay. If given A, I'm hearing, I would like, if you want to use the mic, you can, so you explain your idea. P given A, 1 minus P given A, 2 minus A given P. What do you mean, right? It's not clear for me. A given P, the annual, okay, so it is requiring annual, okay, good. You see, this says it's future. If given A, okay, if given A means that it is a requirement or it is given. Requirement, okay, yes. it is required that you find the annual in the future. The annual in the future, but it is not a single value. There is difference between F and A. If it's a single value in the future, A, it is an annual value, but if it's placed on a years in the future, this is something else. We have to find it as A in a certain number of years. For example, on year 3 until year 7, this is annual value, but it's placed in the future compared to year 2, 1, and 0. Okay, so it seems like you agreed on this idea, but we cannot say it is if given A as an absolute. We find it from in the future and then find the annual from there. So let's proceed with the solution, and we will try to solve it here step by step. Let's take I need some of you help in solving this problem and giving the information. So I may ask you to help me out with the solution here. I will make the assumption first for the numbers. Let's say x equal to I will have it 74,000. Then you can apply it to your last 4 digits. I will put the y with 42,000. And then you can use it for your first 3 digits. And I will use the IR equal to 10%. And then you can use it and check with your last digit of your student ID, if it's odd or even. Now let's take it one by one. To have or find the future in year 5, because it says, should the company spend in each of the next 4 years, that's mean in the year 2, 3, 4, and 5, then we have to subtract the future worth of the 42,000 and then find the annual in the future for the 4 years. How we subtract the future worth of the 42,000? The 42,000, it is a present value as we agreed on, compared to the future values that coming on year 2, 3, 4, and 5. The company spent the annual amount, which is the 74,000, on all the years 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. If we would like to find the values that they have to spend on the years 2, 3, 4, and 5, we have to have all the values first at the exact time, and then we subtract them. So we choose the future, and you can choose the present, but the future will be easier in this case. It is either way you would like, both they work. So we will put the 74K, which is 1,000, F given a 10% future. In this step, we have converted the annual for the budget that is annually from year 1 to 5 into a future value placed on year 5, and subtract that from the 42,000 which is converted from a single value on year 1 into a future, because considered to be as a present, into a future at year 5. When we selected 4 years, that means we moved the Y values, which is the 42,000, from year 1 until year 5. So now we have the annual values from 1 to 5 converted as a future value at year 5, and also we have the present value at year 1 converted to year 5. When we subtract those two values, we will get the remaining amount that is looking for in the question, which is equal to 300. And that amount is a future value. That is exactly what is, when it says, what is the uniform amount should the company spend to finish finish this budget in 4 years. However, the amount requested in annual format, not a future format. We found the subtraction or the remaining of that value in the future. Now, in order to find it as an annual, we have to convert it to an annual, and to convert it to annual, we have to use the conversion of annual, which is A equal 390, 285 multiplied with what formulation we will have here. Come, someone help me here. Excuse me, what the formulation we have to use to convert the value into an annual from future. A given F, finally. Thank you. The percentage and what is the number of years? أحسنت فراس. Yes, Salo. Thank you. 4. And that will lead to someone find this from the table and multiply it and give me the final answer. Okay, good. So that is the final answer, and it is per year. Okay. Going back to the question, when it says if the company spent this amount, which is the 42,000 in year 1, what is the remaining? They spend this amount, 40,000 on year 1, which is this amount, only on year 1. And that was the amount yearly. He wants to find what is the annual amount remain from year 4 to 5. So we converted those values into exact year and then find how much is going to be equal for the remaining of the entire amount.
Okay, that will be all for this problem, and we'll see you inshallah on the next video.